Whenever a new technology arrives in education, there are usually two unhelpful responses. One is panic and the other is naivety. Panic says, oh my god, this is going to ruin everything. And naivety says, oh, brilliant, this will fix everything. Now, neither of these responses are especially useful. What education needs instead is discernment and judgment. And that is precisely why policy matters. The OECD argues that jurisdictions should shape an enabling environment for trustworthy generative AI, one that protects learners and supports learning while still allowing innovation. It highlights the importance of privacy, safety, bias testing, age appropriatedness, transparency, and alignment with educational goals, all supported by ongoing stakeholder dialogue. Now, that might sound procedural, but it actually is about values. Because every policy framework answers a moral question whether it admits it or not. Who is protected? Who is exposed? Who has power? Who has recourse? Whose interests are being served over here? And in education, these questions are especially important because the people affected are often young, still developing, and not equally able to advocate for themselves. So trustworthy AI is not just a technical achievement, it is a civic and an ethical one. Privacy matters because children should not have to trade dignity for convenience. Safety matters because tools introduced into schools carry a special duty of care. Bias testing matters because unfairness scaled through technology is still unfairness, only faster and harder to see. Age appropriatedness matters because a system suitable for adults may be deeply unsuitable for children. Transparency matters because learners and teachers deserve to know what a system is doing, how it is responding, and where its limits lie. And alignment with educational goals matters because schools are not there to optimize engagement metrics. They are there to educate human beings. Policy, then, is not the enemy of innovation. Good policy is what makes meaningful innovation possible. Without it, we get confusion, uneven practice, distrust, reactivity, and a great many schools trying to answer profound questions on their own with neither the time nor the support. With it, we create shared expectations, guardrails, confidence, space for experimentation without recklessness, space for progress without abandoning responsibility, and perhaps that is one of the most urgent tasks before governments and education leaders now. To resist the false choice between freedom and safeguards. We can have both. We can protect learners and still encourage innovation. We can invite creativity and still demand accountability. We can welcome possibility and still insist on trustworthiness. In fact, if we fail to do that, then public confidence in generative AI will erode, and rightly so. Because in education, trust is not a decorative extra. It is the foundation. Parents trust schools. Students trust teachers. Teachers trust institutions. And if AI is to become part of that landscape, it must earn its place within that chain of trust. So the challenge is not merely to regulate technology. It is to cultivate wisdom around its use, to build policies that are not only efficient, but humane, not only enabling, but principled. Because the future of AI in education will not be decided by the tools alone. It will be shaped by the quality of the judgments and the discerning judgments we make about them.